Mia. I am ex- I am so excited to be here today. One second, let me get rid of this. Okay, let's see if you can hear me. All right. Why am I having an echo here? Let's see. All right, let's try it again. All right. I am so excited to be here today. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant, and I got started in my company over 2 decades ago, and I've always worked from home. I made the decision to go to work as myself. I was had a background as a corporate trainer, wanted to figure out how I could leverage my skills from corporate in my own business, started my own coaching consulting business, ended up getting signed to a couple of Emmy nominated, nationally syndicated television shows as the mom strategist, wrote a couple of really cool books, and did some strategic partnerships with large brands. So I learned a lot about building the business of myself. And today, what I do is teach other women how to do exactly the same, how to leverage and package their intellect, their hard skill, their soft skill, their life skills into a product or service that can really make a difference in others. Today, what I'm going to talk about really quickly, as the sun sets behind me, is why now is the best time to grow a business, because it is the best time. The climate is absolutely right for you to get started running your own company. And for those of you who are new to my lives, it's nice to virtually meet you. I was looking at this the other day, over 8,120 some lives over the last 2 decades. And so reaching my audience this way is something that has come organically to me. I've built an incredible following of really dynamic, smart, sharp women who value truth, who've watched me on my journey build the business and the brand, and to be able to transfer what I've learned myself to others. So today you're in for a treat. You're gonna love this live. I'm gonna teach very simply on why now is, in my opinion, the best time to grow a coaching and consulting business. And this is going to be for you if you are new in business. You're going to love this. It's going to open the doors for you. It's going to give you some ideas. But also, if you're already in business and maybe you're not seeing the growth opportunities, or you believe the market is saturated, or all the things that come along with growing a business, this is going to be for you also. It's going to be expansive. Hopefully, what I do is get you to look a little bit differently about what it is that you're going to do. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about my story. Growing my business over the years, when I got started, I was used to being in front of my clients directly and supporting them, obviously training them directly. But I wasn't very clear about how to run a business online. And maybe that's you. Like maybe you're really great at what you do, but the gap for you is the fact that you don't know how to run your business online. You don't know how to market online, or attract your ideal customers, or how to sell to people over the phone, or maybe even through videos or webinars and things like that. And that you have found to be sort of the thing that's not working for you. If that's you, I want to speak directly to that. That was me years ago. And all of those things I had to reckon with and realize that if I wanted to grow a great business, that I could never be able to deliver the results that I knew I could deliver to a client if I didn't know how to, number one, market. All right. So you guys write this down. Marketing is one of the first things they have to do if you want to grow your business. Now is the greatest time ever to be able to market and get in front of your audience. So let me explain to you sort of to me the difference. When I got started years ago, we did not have Facebook Live. We did not have Instagram. There was no LinkedIn. There was no way to be able to reach a mass of people all just by hitting a button. But today, as you know, it's never been easier. So number one is marketing the right way has never been easier. And I say that to you because I started to slowly but surely do lives and get in front of my audience. And I found for me that was a natural and easy way for me to reach my audience. And I think you might find the same to be true. But maybe the things that have turned you off about going live or marketing with video is that you believe you have to be online all the time, or you've got to blog all the time, you've got to write tons of articles, and you just don't have the time to do that. And when I was looking at my videos the other day, all 8,000 of them, what I realized was I just shot one video at a time. And sure, there were weeks that maybe I went live 2 times, but for the most part, I really didn't kill myself by shooting content. I literally would just organically just share my day or what was going on in my day on AHA, a takeaway. Maybe I was at the gym. I've found for myself that marketing has been the best when I just share who I am and what I'm doing in the truest sense. Marketing is hard online when you're being someone other than who you are. And I know that there's somebody here that's listening and you're saying, that's me, right? Like you're thinking about marketing in opposed to just sharing your story and attracting your market. When I stopped thinking about marketing and instead just sharing what I was doing with my kids in my life, in my world, to grow my business, to grow myself, I began to attract my ideal audience. And I can tell you, there's never been a better time to get directly in front of your audience. They're there. And I look at these platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn Live and Instagram Lives and Twitter and all of those things as the network that allowed me to share and go into the homes of so many people. What's the number one device that everyone has is a smartphone. Most people are going to consume whatever it is that you are teaching or talking about from their phones, right? They're not necessarily even going to look at you from their computer. They may, but most often it's going to be from their phone. So if it were me today and I were getting started or I'm already in business, one of the primary things I would ask myself is, how could I become great at getting in front of my audience via video? Because I think it's just one of the easiest ways to be able to do it. The reason that video was the marketing choice for me was because I built my coaching practice never going on the road. I've always worked from the comfort of my home. And so I wanted to build my business and bring my clients to me. So I knew that if I did video, other folks would see it and they would have the opportunity to come to me because of what they've seen. And I'll tell you how powerful it is. Just last year, I did an experiment for 1 year. And guys, it was like the hardest thing ever. But I did an experiment to see if I did not go live for 1 year. I went live 10 times in a year. And I normally go live a lot more than that. If I only went live 10 times in a year, would I grow my list? Would my business continue to grow? And it was really interesting to me because I saw the power of video in the truest sense. Folks were watching the content that I had already done. And in many ways, the content I had already created was doing the work for me over and over and over again. It's very powerful. So if you don't have any online content like that working for you, it's the reason why your list isn't growing, your customer base isn't growing, your sales aren't happening in a consistent way. It's because you don't have a way to bring those folks to you over and over again. And certainly, I know you may say, well, Mia, you've had a television background and that's why video is easy for you. That's a completely different ball game than, sitting in front of your camera like I am right now in front of my computer and just having a conversation. And I just decided I'd rather be good, right, and get it done and not focus on being great. And I would encourage you equally that just get started. Just hit that button and start. Number 2, why now is the best time to grow your business is because ideal customers are looking for change right now. And your ideal customers are all around you. They're everywhere. And a lot of times I see scarcity exists with people as it relates to their marketing, right? They believe like that customers are only in one place or only on one platform or only one person has customers. And it's just not true. Customers are everywhere. everywhere that you go. And the question is that if you walked into a store and your ideal customer was there, what are you saying to them? Well, who are you being so that you'd be attractive to them? So they're asking you about who you are and what you do. I have found that the more comfortable I am in myself, the more I've invested in myself, the more confident I've become in terms of my mastery of creating results for other women to package their intellect into high ticket products, the more I own those parts of myself and share those with the world, the more people just kind of come naturally and ask me how I can help them. And it's an interesting thing, and it almost sounds like it's not real, but it is real. And I want you guys to hear me on this, that if you have been struggling with finding ideal customers, you think that they are over there, they're in somebody else's group, they're just not showing up for you. Likely it is because you need to do work on yourself. And when you do the work on yourself and you really get clear around who you are and what you do and who you serve in the truest sense, your ideal customers will raise their hands and they'll come forward. Oh, it's looking pretty out there right now. They'll raise their hand and they will choose you because they are clear how you can support them. I'll tell you the number of conversations that I've just had in a grocery store or on the phone, just talking to someone and simply just saying who I am and what I do for a living, and having those folks then change the conversation to how can I support them? It's an art. And if you're going to be in business and you want to have the best year ever, it's time to get clear on how to communicate your message in a way that is really clear for people who need what you do. And I want you to understand you got to shift that thinking in believing that, you've got to do all these in order for you to attract your ideal customers. No, you just have to simply be more of yourself. And if you've got to read books to do that, if you've got to invest in coaching and mentorship to do that, then do it, because you are your number one investment. It'll come back over and over again. The third thing that I want to share is you've been motivated to work from home, right? Or to stay at home because a lot of you have, after COVID, started working from home and you love it. And now is the best time ever to build a business because you know what you're fighting for. I know I have talked to some clients who work in government, and some of them were really concerned about having to not work from home any longer, right? Like if there's a mandate to make them go back in the office at full time. And I think, man, like imagine using that motivation, like what it is that you really want. And sometimes when we are running a business, we're thinking about what we want to do, but we're not thinking about what we really want. We don't have a really clear why that drives us, that makes us get up in the morning and discipline us around the practices that make us great at what we do to be able to sustain what we want to do. You have that. You know that you want to work from home. You know that's where you want to be full time. Use it as leverage. Use it as your fuel. Use it to discipline yourself so that you show up every single day and you do the things you need to do so that you can create that transition for yourself and not live in fear and not live in insecurity. I know I called you out. Not live in fear, not live in insecurity or doubt or wondering, like, am I going to really be able to, keep working from home? You have the power to be able to do that. And it all starts with what I just started with today. Number one is marketing. Is understanding that marketing is your best friend. Learning how to market, knowing how to get in front of your ideal client, knowing how to package what you do at the highest level, knowing how to communicate the value and the results that you bring to the table. Two, making sure that you understand that your ideal clients are everywhere. And if they're not showing up for you, they're not showing up because there's something that you're not communicating properly. It might be that you need to work on yourself so that you can show up more like the giant that you are. It might be that you have to own what I call your bigness, which is really understanding that you have to tell clients the truth in order for them to want to work with you, right? So some of you are amazing at what you do, but it's a secret. If I talk to you one-on-one and I pulled from you all the kind of results that you were able to create, you tell me, but you don't communicate those things up front. So your ideal clients don't know what it is that you do. We've got to tell the truth. And I always feel like that's my responsibility. I've coached thousands of women over the years. I have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials, and my clients gladly share the kind of results of the transformation I create. It's my responsibility to let people know that what I do, I'm great at what I do. And the only reason that someone's going to want to work with you is because you are able to communicate to them that you're great at what you do. Make sense? All right, number 4. What people want more than anything to be to like when they're thinking about who they want to work with, number 4 is they want to work with people who are out of the box and who are authentic. So I've been in business over 20 plus years, and this is one of the things that I have seen. To have the staying power to be in business this long, you just learn a lot. And one of the things that I've learned has been my superpower is that I'm myself. I'm authentic. I'm just me. And my ideal clients are attracted to me working on myself, growing myself, building my business, watching me build the business, build the brand, build my lifestyle, take care of my family, while taking care of myself as well. Your ideal clients are exactly the same way. And they are looking for you to be authentic. They're not looking for you to be a performer. They're looking for you to be a real person that's overcome the thing that they want to overcome. And they're wanting you to share your story. And the more that you do that, the more attractive you're going to be to your ideal clients. And you're going to find that it becomes even easier to grow your business, Also, I would say out of the box, like one of the things that I see sometimes when I first start working with people who want to build great coaching and consulting businesses, and I'll keep it really generic. I'll say, what is it that you do? And they'll say, like, I'm a health coach or I'm a health mentor. And my question is always like, how? Like, what is it that you do that's like out of the box, that's different? So you'll find that if you understand the value of being scarce, the thing that makes you scarce is the thing that makes you valuable. And if you've been struggling in building your business because you sound like everyone else, now is the time to look at how you can be out of the box. And I hope that that really supports you. My clients call me the chief giant because I believe that in order to change your life, you've got to be giant about it. And I encourage them to own all parts of themselves, to stand in their value, and to really tell the truth about the impact that their gifts and their talents can make to change someone's life. That's our responsibility. And I hold them to the fire around that, hold them accountable around that. I get them to show up like the giants that they are in their life, in their world. And for some people, they squirm, right? Because it's uncomfortable to play in a space that's the truth that you've not been telling the truth. But for many, it's been life-changing for them. And they've been able to look at their skills and their talents completely differently, and to be able to really own it and attract a larger, client base of individuals who really need the results that they can create. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I am so excited about doing this live and just sharing with you why now is the best time to grow your business. I'll recap quickly. Number 1, marketing has never been easier. Listen, we've got all of these free platforms that allow us to market like a billboard. Are you using them? 2, ideal customers are looking for change. And if you're that change, then be that change. Let them see you. Let them feel you. Let them know you. Let them in. Number 3, you are motivated because you have worked from home. You have seen the impact of being able to control your time. You're now more attracted to models that will allow you to work from the comfort of your home. And yet sometimes there's a little fear of having to go back in the office. Let that be your motivator. Now's the best time, right? You know what that feels like. Use it, leverage it so that you can literally have the opportunity to be the entrepreneur that you desire being, that you can be. And then number 4, get out of the box, right? Like, be authentic, get in front of your audience, and be yourself, because that's what people really want. All of my clients, and I would say all of them, every time I talk to them, I just had a masterclass last weekend. Every time I talk to them, one of the things they all say, all for years, decades, is, I liked you. I related to you. There are people who want to work with you because they like you, they relate to you, they relate to your life, and they relate to your truth. So tell the truth. And whatever it takes for you to be that person, to step into that, then do it. The other thing that I wanted to share with you today is, let me see if I can grab it really quickly. I just, was it 2 weeks ago? I sent a survey to my audience. And when I sent them this survey, hopefully you guys can see me here. When I sent out the survey, I asked my audience, I said, what is it that you guys want from me? Right? Like, what do you want from me? And people said, Mia, we'd love, some folks said that they obviously want to come to the master class, but others said they wanted to have the opportunity equally to, let me see if I can share it with you guys, that they wanted the opportunity equally to, let's see here. Yeah, I think I can do it here. They wanted to have the opportunity to mentor with me one-to-one. So I opened up the calendar. Actually, what I did was I told them in the emails, write me if that's something that's of interest to you. And when I did, we had so many people respond that we couldn't actually reply. So I created an offer. And so I have some holiday specials that are pretty cool that I don't typically offer. I'm going to post this link here at the end of this live. Just come back and you'll see it. Let me see if I can put it here right now. Under the comments here, I'm going to post a link here and you'll be able to check out the promotional offers that I have. They're pretty cool, if I say so myself. Okay. But they're consulting opportunities for those of you who would like my brain in your business to help you strategize on maybe how to change your model or how to up level something that you're doing and it's not working. And you know that if you just had that one, if you just had that one opportunity to learn what to do, it could change everything. I would love to support you. I'm booking in the order of what, if someone books, I'm booking them, they can schedule first. So whoever books first, they get to pick the times first in January. So real excited about that. If I can support you in some way, let me know. I am so excited to live today. It looks like the sun is almost down, right? Like, and so now I'm gonna go and play once again with my kids. I think we're gonna do a game tonight, but I'm not sure what game. But I'm super excited that I had the opportunity to come on here today. Are there any questions for the live that I've hosted just now? Any questions? Why now is the best time to grow your business? Why now is the best time to grow your business? And I've covered 4 simple points that if you're just joining me, watch the replay. It's worth it. You can do this. 2025 could be the best year ever, but you got to make a decision. And you got to make a decision. It's not going to be hard. You got to make a decision. You're going to show up. You got to make a decision that you're going to implement. And you'll see that everything will change when you change. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and amazing holiday. Talk to you soon.